You're traveling through another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. A journey into a wondrous land whose boundaries are that of imagination. That's the signpost up ahead. Your next stop. Instant discussion.
Welcome to Instant Discussions. This is our third and possibly final episode of the Twilight Zone discussions.
Possibly.
I don't know. Maybe we want to do some more of these some other time. But at least for now, this is our planned ending to this.
Yeah.
We are discussing now Tony's picks for episodes, which is going to be the After Hours.
Yeah, After Hours
from season 1 and 22 from season 2, which is not episode 22.
After Hours made me think of Kanye, and Kanye is a motherfucking genius. That's why I chose it.
So anyway,
actually, I chose this because this is the first episode I ever saw. I remember it. I remember sitting on the couch. I remember freaking the fuck out, and then I could not let my feet hang for the rest of the day. I was scared that something.
I remember this one too.
In rewatching this one, I remembered the idea of it, but I didn't remember the episode.
Yeah.
So in watching it again, it was like watching it for the first time.
And I really loved it. This was made me fall in love. I saw this, I was scared, and I loved it, and I was like, I need to see more. The first time I ever kind of saw those weird angles where it was like down a little bit, tilted to the side, when she starts freaking out, and then just the music, I was like, oh, I'm sold. I love it.
So we've got another episode written by Rod Serling and music by Bernard Herrmann. It said that they reused music from Where Is Everybody? So they just reused the music from another one. What lazy people. From June 10th of 1960. So this is the mannequin episode.
Yeah. I mean, mannequins are freaky anyway.
Yeah. So
that's like a freaky Toy Story.
That's the premise of it being. It's the uncanny valley that they're in there. It's that the more perfect you make a mannequin look, then the creepier it becomes then, because it's like, is that someone real? Or and even it's appropriate that they use the music from Where Is Everybody, because you've got the mannequin in that one that he confuses for a real person for a moment, thinks he likes talking to them. So this is that person real? So
I did appreciate that, like when I was watching the first one.
Yeah.
Because I remembered about the episode. I didn't even realize that it was one he picked. But I remembered that this episode existed, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, there's like, in that first episode, there's kind of little references to, or things that you see again, like themes that you see again in other episodes before they've planned it out. The other thing it's kind of like because the Last Man on Earth stuff is similar to, there was Time Now Lasts.
Right.
Like that kind of thing there. So in the After Hours, the search for the thimble begins here on the strange journey. So first you begin with her going to the mysterious 9th floor that doesn't exist.
Which is just really rapey, because she walks in and there's nothing.
By the way, but it's my favorite. That is my favorite. I hate that it's my favorite moment. That was my favorite moment where she exits and she's like, "There's no one here," or whatever, and then she turns around and then the elevator guy just like straight up looks at her and then the eye goes, thump, like closes the door.
Yeah.
And then the other favorite part was that there was, on the elevator it said elevator, and then on his hat it said elevator.
And on his shirt it said elevator.
Well,
clearly, this guy knows a thing or two about elevators.
He is an elevator.
Well, back then you can get a degree in elevator.
Yes.
I don't know if you knew that.
It also kind of reminds me of, and I kind of look for this, it would seem that they would have taken audio from this episode for the Tower of Terror attraction in Disneyland. Because it starts with Rod Serling talking about an elevator. Anyway, at least references to that. Anytime you see an elevator in a Twilight Zone episode, and interestingly enough, both of yours had elevators in them. But you sing in an elevator in a Twilight Zone episode, thinking about that, which that attraction was based off of no existing Twilight Zone episode. So she begins, and she goes to the mysterious place, sees these people, and then goes to return the thimble because it's all scratched up, and who would want such a stupid thimble that way? And the people are...
Right away, though, I like the woman out first, because when you watch it again, she's already kind of acting mannequin-ish.
She's very plastic and just cookie-cutter kind of person there.
And then I was watching it, and like when she talks to what's her name, she walks all the way just looking at her face the whole time until she gets, and then she looks down. Like that was kind of creepy.
Yeah.
I didn't notice I didn't remember that part.
Yeah, the gesture and just like the mannerism and
Yeah.
the movement and everything.
And then there's just
Really good.
one little pillow with a thimble.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
So there's already the weirdness to that, and then you get that when she turns around and she sees the mannequins and confuses them for the people
Oh,
she
yeah.
saw. So that's the creepiness. So it at first, before you'd even think that it's the mannequins coming to life, it's just that there's this. I mean, what the other people are thinking is that this crazy woman is delusional, thinking about those. And then we learn about the secret world of the mannequins that
And like even
each
though I've
month
watched
one
this,
comes to life.
I've watched this like 10 times probably. I still got chills when she's in the elevator,
Mhm.
and then you see her there, and she's walking through, and everybody's like still. Then they just, it's
They all start
it's
to come
not
to life.
creepy, but it is creepy.
Yeah.
And,
But they do such perfect mannequin poses
They really
there.
do.
Just waiting there. I'm staring at as the first ones start to come to life.
Oh.
I'm looking at all the ones down the road as they
Yeah.
first come on. I'm like just staring at them,
Yeah.
waiting for them to twitch or anything, and then they just perfectly come to
And
life.
those ski masks, dude.
Yeah.
Those old ski masks were creepy
Oh.
as shit.
That guy didn't
Yeah,
have to do
those
as much acting though to stay still. He's got the ski mask on
But
there.
did you see
It's
how
like,
weird, it looked like almost the dude from Saw, Jigsaw guy.
Kinda there.
It was so scary.
I wouldn't know.
So they remade this one and the other stuff there, so it's definitely one
Not
that
as
they
good.
consider a classic. No, but you can't recapture classics. I mean, at least. So yeah, what'd you think of this one? Definitely.
2 thumbs up.
Yeah, very Toy Story related there.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
I'll thumbs up it.
But I'll give 2 thumbs up, but a thumbs down for the Don Knotts look like motherfucker at the end with that facial expression. Yeah.
Yeah, the stare at the camera like.
And you know that happens.
What?
Yeah, that happens once a month then, right? He should be like, maybe something's going on.
No, she took too long to get back.
But usually
So
they go for
usually-
a month though.
No,
Yeah,
usually
yeah.
they go for
Yeah.
about a month and they go out amongst the real world and then come back. They're not
Yeah.
necessarily always in the department store there. So this woman, our story begins here when her time has already come up. She's supposed to have returned, but she hasn't.
And she's
returned.
forgotten, and so she has this prolonged interaction with the guy, and then he
Yeah.
remembers.
So
everything.
usually they don't have that interaction with anyone.
But I'm saying
So-
when they come in, he probably would remember.
I don't think so because they wouldn't
Just
have
a
made.
random
They
person.
know the rules of being out there, and I think they're more aware. And she somehow lost her awareness.
I also like that. I think that that at the end with the picture of just her as a mannequin,
Mhm.
Yeah.
that it was. I was pretty sure that it's just they painted eyes on her eyelids and had
Oh,
her
you think
close her
so?
eyes. Yeah, I think that's what they did, and it
Yeah,
made it
Look at the production thing there.
Oh wait, no, that's not.
Oh,
Well,
that's not the image,
Yeah.
but
Well, they
it
had a
looks
mannequin of
looked
her.
sort of like that. So
Okay. I think they just made really good.
they may have
Really
made
good
just really
mannequins
good
in there.
mannequins. Yeah.
There's nothing in the production notes on this about it, but there is a picture of the Don Knotts guy standing next to both her and her mannequin. So they definitely made a mannequin of her, and
Yeah,
I guess
sex
they
with
were gonna do
both
that
of
for the other main people as well. So she was good in this. I like the main actress in this as well. Very good mannequinness there. Let's move on to this next episode then.
This next
22 from season 2, episode number
17.
And yeah, there we go. This one based on a pre-existing condition. Story by E.F. Benson,
Condition.
but then adapted by
So-
Rod Serling.
The reason I chose this
And
was
stock music used, not Bernard Herrmann.
when the Twilight Zone first came out on Netflix.
Yes.
I watched them all the way through, every single episode,
Yeah.
chronological order. There's only 2 episodes that I had never seen, so I was so excited. This one, and it ended up, I thought, being really good. There's some that don't really freak you out this much.
Mhm.
So this one I felt was pretty good. I'd never seen it before. The other one is like, he took a French scary movie and like cut it up, and it was a piece of shit. Don't ever watch that one. It's like subtitled. It's a piece of shit. It's the only bad Twilight Zone episode.
What jerks.
If French comes up in any episode, don't watch it. It's like the 2nd season of Heroes. It's
Come
bullshit.
on. Who uses French steward anymore?
Ah.
Yeah. So this one definitely goes over one of my other favorite nightmare principles,
Which is
which
what?
is the confusion of dreams and reality.
Oh yeah.
Not being able to tell the difference of those. And I absolutely love that, and I absolutely hate it when it happens in actual nightmares, especially when you do the things where it's like completely real. Like
the wake up one.
Yeah, when you wake up.
You're like brushing your teeth, and then you wake up. You're like, what the fuck?
Have you guys ever Inception like in your dreams? Like,
Yes.
No.
You wake up,
and then you wake up again.
Yeah.
Yeah, like because that happened to me where I woke up from a dream, but I was still dreaming.
Yeah, that's
and I
annoying
thought I was
as
in
shit.
reality at that point.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And that's and that the brilliant thing with this, and I think so they definitely, in like a lot of Twilight Zone episodes where they give you the premise right up front, and they say consider this in watching it, not watch this thing and then consider what you watch, but he just says consider this.
For your consideration.
For your consideration, yes. She's
not so
having
average
this.
girl.
She's having this nightmare.
The not so average doll.
But which one's the nightmare?
Yeah.
And that's.
Did he die from lung cancer?
Oh, maybe.
He
Yeah,
did. He used that
all
voice
the
too much.
smokers. Yeah. So yeah, I didn't remember this one either in rewatching this one.
So I think one of the reasons I
never seen
really
it.
liked this was because just even the dream part,
Mm-hmm.
there was something freaky about the chick who says, "There's room for one more."
Honey.
So every time I heard that, it was always already kind of creepy. And when you get to the end,
Yeah.
and she drops a thing, and she hears a ticking, and it's the same girl, and that girl's creepy. She's like hot, but she's creepy.
Right.
And it's that creepiness to her there. The way that people were acting in the
about.
We'll get to it.
the way that people were acting in the waking part, the other part of the dream in the hospital, like her manager and everything, and
hey kitten, hey there Dollface, hey, come on down
it's
here.
terrible. I hated that guy so much.
Yeah, everybody I was hoping like he would just die for some reason.
And now I'm dead for some reason.
Oh, the other thing I liked about this was it threw me for a loop because I thought something was gonna happen in the morgue or something was gonna happen downstairs.
Yeah.
And when she leaves, I was like, what the hell's gonna happen now?
You don't get to see anything in there. But then they have got the reveal in the.
But I think that's the reason I liked it too, because I was expecting something else, and then it's the whole plane thing, and I was like, oh shit, awesome,
Yeah.
they tricked me.
That person appearing again. So they reference that the 22, the title of the episode, is the number on the morgue, but she's never been down there.
Yeah.
According to the doctors. So how could she know that was the number on the door if that was a dream? Her dream can't be making that stuff up. Similar to if we go back to the first episode, where they talk about where he's in the sensory deprivation thing, and he comments that there's so much detail in his world because he thinks he's dreaming. And like, I must have a very active imagination, a very strong imagination if I can imagine such detail in this dream, because you don't normally have that much detail in a dream. So I guess it could get, and that was a simulation, simulation for himself. So it is possible that she could have thought up something, but that it happened to be the right number as it actually is on there, and then the doctors start questioning that.
Well, it was the flight too.
Yeah. Now then there's the flight, which happens to be 22 as well. Yeah. Now that airport looks like a complete fake set. Although it is a complete fake set.
That was the Long Beach airport.
I can't really believe. Well, the Long Beach airport does look like a complete fake set.
I know it does. But when I saw it, I was thinking this looks like a shitty Long Beach airport.
Yeah. Oh, that airport's crap, but it's fun to take out of.
It was time. That woman with the fucking jar. What the shit? No, like, okay.
I knew he was, right when I knew it was.
She's carrying the jar.
And she drops it.
It drops. She just looks at it. Looks at her. Looks at it. Like,
just walks away.
Maybe she was having an awful day and she didn't want to confront anybody. She went and killed herself. You never know.
And then
that jar was filled with my grandmother's ashes. I was going to.
And then everybody steps on him.
Yeah,
you can hear it.
Yeah, and you can hear them just fucking stepping on it. They're just like calmly just going. And then the guy is telling him to get on the plane, and then she goes, and he's just looking at her, and there's fucking it's at his feet. You can see it on the ground there. And it's just like, what the fuck? Like,
I think her life is really weird, and she's not dreaming on any of them. And she just like has no dreams, but instantly falls asleep, and then wakes up in the middle of the night
and knows
is tormented by the stuff. Then falls asleep, wakes up again without dreaming, and
it's just the same girl that says the same thing to her every time. Who
just
works in a morgue and also happens.
No, she doesn't work in the morgue. They said that she doesn't. We don't have a nurse that looks like that.
Right.
They've established that. So she might work for the flight, but she might even not work for that flight and just like
really
a passenger.
Really,
on there
she's a lesbian.
Yes,
that's into necrophilia.
That could be it.
Room for one more.
Man. She's been following her since
The porno
strip club.
version, 22 cocks.
Yeah.
Room for one more.
But we do know
Room for
that
one
she is a
more.
stripper, or dancer, as they say.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And her accent was pretty annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her accent was really annoying.
Yep, it was.
And she, what was it?
This
She
has
had
gotta
that little
be-
doll like the entire time, and then she had a leopard. That was really weird.
I think this one's my least favorite of the 6.
You're a dick, and you burn in hell.
What?
You burn in room 22.
I think this one, I liked the interesting part of this and the question about dreams.
Yeah.
I like that kind of stuff. I don't know. This one didn't speak to me.
It's because it's mine, wasn't it? You asshole.
Yeah.
Fucking
Shit.
1 star.
We're only doing thumbs, alright?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
So
We all give Twilight Zone 5 stars. It's not,
Yeah.
Do.
it's not,
2
it's
thumbs
fine.
up, and I gave
Yeah.
5 stars.
A
thumb and a half up.
I give it a thumb and a half.
Ah, you 2 thumbs.
All right. So thank you for watching this Twilight Zone talk. And subscribe to our channel for all sorts of more videos and discussions of this.
Merry
and other things,
Christmas.
too. Yeah, again, Merry Christmas.
Ba-da-ba-da-doo!
Or for the first time, depending which of those Halloween episodes comes up first. And I think that one came up first, so yeah. Merry Christmas.
Merry
Again.
Christmas.
Or Happy Hanukkah.
Actually, this episode of Twilight Zone aired on February 10th. That's pretty close to Valentine's Day, so happy
Happy
Valentine's
Valentine's
Day.
Day. Have a wonderful time. Super, sit. Good dog. Dick!